Okay, if you're gonna make banana and ice cream, that's what I call it, nice cream. It's really ice cream. It tastes just like ice cream if you add some chocolate cocoa powder to it. So, and sugar. Actually, you don't even need sugar. Just need cocoa powder. That's all you need. This is the first and most important step: is to cut up these bananas ahead of time and freeze them solid before you put them in your blender. You want to cut them into pieces so that when they do get frozen completely and go in your blender, they'll blend up pretty easily. And you want them frozen solid before you do this. And you also want them ripe. See how these are already getting spots on them? Make sure that they're really ripe. And actually, this isn't even quite as ripe as you might want them. Get them even riper if you want. The riper, the better. After you cut them, just put them right in here. Okay, here we've got just about the final product. Look at all these bananas. Cut them all up. Tons of bananas in here. All you need to do, make sure they're ripe, like I said. Put the top on. So easy to do and so delicious and nutritious. You wouldn't believe it. So what you do is after these are frozen, of course right now we're going to put them in the freezer. Let them stay there until they're good and frozen. It's going to take at least a couple hours. At least, maybe even overnight, till they're frozen solid. After that, you just add almond milk, some cocoa powder, and that's it. Put it in your blender. After they're totally frozen, and make sure you have a really powerful blender like a Vitamix or something like that. You can even add a little bit of chocolate protein powder if you want after a workout. I do that sometimes. And enjoy. Okay, this is the fun part of making the chocolate nice cream milkshake. Chocolate milkshake, basically. If you saw my other video, you saw where I froze the bananas. And one of the things about putting them in a container like this is that it's not in a bag. Some people say put them in a bag because they won't freeze together. You can do it one layer, although that doesn't always work in my experience, and you end up trying to break them apart and putting a hole in the bag. On this thing, what you do is leave it sealed. Go to a really hard surface floor. Like I got tile here, but the tile is not hard enough actually. You might damage the tile. Go to a concrete floor, went outside, concrete driveway, something like that, and just bang this up and down a couple times, side to side. It'll loosen up after just doing that, and everything's loose now. That's all you need to do. Simple solution for that. So for this, let's put some bananas in here. Now knocking them down. Just carefully, you can see they're definitely loose. This is just from me, so that's probably going to be enough. And then along with that, I'm going to add some protein powder and some cocoa powder. Cocoa, of course, is just to give it the chocolate flavor. Or most of the chocolate flavor will be here because of the cocoa anyway. And the protein is, I want to get protein. I've been running a lot. You really don't need to supplement protein if you're eating correctly. But if you're doing a tremendous amount of strenuous exercise, it's a good idea. So we'll get a scoop of this in here. And of course what makes it all go together is going to be almond milk. In this case I got the unsweetened almond milk. And these are really frozen solid. It's going to take some doing to get them blended up, but of course we got a Vitamix here, so let's see what it can do. Gonna turn that main switch on the bottom of the Vitamix. Alright, it's already having some trouble. It's gonna need some more milk. And one of the things with the Vitamix is sometimes you get a lot of really frozen stuff down there on the bottom, and it kind of stops it up a little bit. So what you want to do is take it off of here, give it a little shake to move it away from the bottom. I dropped some stuff out of there. Let's see what it does here. Definitely broke through that, but still got more. It requires a little bit of finesse to get these frozen solid bananas blended up. But of course, it's worth it. And the Vitamix can do a lot better than most of these other blenders, believe it or not, a lot better. All right, that is pretty much done. You can see it's pretty much milkshake consistency now. And the only thing is going to be getting out of here into your cup. That's going to be the challenging part. Let's see what we've got available. Nothing there. In here. Pull something up. This will work. All right. Let's see what it looks like. Get it into the better light here. So you can see it coming out. There we go. That looks like a milkshake, doesn't it? It's going to taste great too, I can assure you. Doesn't look anything like bananas. Alright, it's not. I've got more than one cup. Let's take a taste. That looks good. Tastes great too.